Now, let's move on to what a lot of our audience talk about and ask about, and this is what can we do to challenge this sort of thing? What are people doing out there? We've been talking about people who've been challenging their local authorities, but I'd like to welcome Katy-Jo Murfin back with UK Column News. And Katy, you haven't been with us for a long time, but you've been very busy. Welcome, and tell us a bit about what you've been up to.
Oh, thank you, Brian. It's so lovely to be back on. I've been extremely busy. That's the reason I haven't been able to make any of the shows. The 2023 was crazy, and 2024 is set to be even busier for us at Hope Sussex. And I would love to tell you about what we've got coming up. So I'm super excited. We have 4 main branches to the Hope Sussex community. These are education and empowerment, food and self-sustainability, health and well-being, and community and events. And the first one, education, is obviously the main reason that Hope was created in the first place. And the sessions available at Hope by our fantastic independent tutors is growing monthly. We still offer core subjects, maths, English, science, and GCSEs can be taken in these subjects. We don't necessarily recommend taking them. It's a completely personal choice as to whether you want to take GCSEs. And what I would like to remind people is that it's not essential to take 9 GCSEs. It's actually unnecessary. And Year 6 SATs, all these things cause a tremendous amount of trauma for children and put them off of education. It really turns them off from wanting to learn. And so at Hope, we are putting the excitement back into education. Subjects like weird science, where the children learn through exciting experiments rather than just copying stuff from the whiteboard and, boring lessons. We offer them really, really exciting experiences. And one of the most recent lessons that has been introduced to Hope is Trivium, which, if you didn't know, Trivium is Latin for the place where 3 roads meet. And they are the 3 skills that lay the foundations for lifelong learning. They are grammar, dialectic, and rhetoric. So grammar, not in the sense of English grammar, it's in the sense of it's a foundational knowledge of every subject. Every subject has its own grammar, and it's understanding that first and foremost. Then next comes dialectic logic, which is definitely something they don't teach children in mainstream education. It's critical thinking through ideas and situations, and really understanding the truth of something. Children naturally ask questions: why, how? It's a natural curiosity, and they must be encouraged to ask those questions. It's incredibly important. And then finally, in the Trivium, we have rhetoric. And when you think about that, I first of all thought of Machiavellian politicians and brainwashing advertising campaigns and fear-mongering propaganda from the news. But that's because the elite have taken this essential skill and used it in a nefarious way against us. Rhetoric is exactly the skill that we need. Us that are speaking the truth, we need this skill to persuade others to see the truth. And being able to debate, present firm evidence, and deliver engaging presentations is a vital skill our children are going to need, especially in the world we live in today. So it's incredibly exciting what we have on offer. And I can genuinely say at Hope, we are changing people's lives, which absolutely makes my heart sing. It's not just the children. We actually are changing everybody's life, tutors as well. And we have a wonderful testimonial that I would love to read to you from one of our tutors at Hope. Hope has genuinely changed my life. When I was pushed into taking early retirement, I really felt my life was over. I have always been busy, either working as an actor or a teacher. Hope has given me purpose, teaching and telling stories to the most wonderful and receptive kids. It has offered me friendship, community, and great joy, both on a professional level and on a personal one. Everyone accepts me for who I am, and I have received more love and appreciation than I ever did in my previous life. Every day there is a delight. We are always laughing, making a mess, and allowing our children to be free and happy. while also learning, not by putting pressure on them, but by showing them the amazing pleasure of learning new things and thinking for oneself. I could go on and on. So we are flying in terms of education. And next on the pillar, we have food and self-sustainability. We have 2 fantastic polytunnels that our wonderful gardening group have been prepping and getting ready for the new growing season. And recently we had a very kind and generous donation that was made specifically for our allotment, which we have spent on medicinal herbs, compost, trees, fruit trees, bushes, vines, and we're hoping for even more abundance this year than we had last year. We think it's really important to teach children what it takes to grow food so they can have respect for farmers and also a gratitude. We feel learning the commitment, the care, and also the health benefits of eating food that has been freshly picked rather than food that has flown halfway across the world is extremely important. So that's food. Third up, we have health and well-being. And the fantastic monthly PHA's low-cost clinic run by Val has been going for over a year now, and it's going strong. As I said, it happens every month with a superb range of holistic treatments available: homeopathy, massage, reflexology, aromatherapy, and many, many more. We also have an amazing group of therapists that give low-cost treatments during the week for our parents. And we are very excited to be collaborating with the Healing Collective this year on the events our ancestors used to celebrate in harmony with Mother Nature. I'm incredibly proud of how diverse Hope is. We have many religions among the community, and we all appreciate each other's sacred connections to God. And this year we wanted to be connected with Mother Earth as well, as much as possible. So we have put the 8 Sabbats in our calendar to celebrate nature's natural rhythms and seasonal shifts. In Bulk was our first one last month, and it was a beautiful day full of informative talks, delicious food, manifestations through vision boards. Next month on the 16th, we have Ostara, which is going to be a wonderful day for the whole family to enjoy, talks and workshops for the adults while the children are getting messy and going on Easter egg hunts and all sorts of fun. Hope is still run entirely by volunteers, including myself and Sadie, and everything we do goes back into improving the project and keeping it going for the community. And we love a fundraiser. So we thought we'd do something different this year. And seeing as it's the Fire Festival on the 13th of April, we are going to be doing a fire walk. So if you would like to join us with that, then please do get in touch. It's going to be great fun. The whole day is going to be a fantastic event. There'll be talks and workshops. But in the evening after the fire walk, we will have a Kaylee band and DJ Cheetah. So that's going to be fantastic fun. I've always wanted to hold a health and well-being festival at Hope, but with everything going on, it's always been impossible to organise. So this year we are collaborating with the Healing Collective and putting on a wonderful 2-day soulful wellness event. It's jam-packed with everything you need to know about keeping your mind, body and spirit healthy. And on the Saturday night, there is a collaboration between myself, Claire, Crystal and DJ Clip. We will be guiding you through meditation, dance, breath and music to ultimately feel free, release any negative energies and connect with your inner self and experience joy and euphoria that, to be honest, I have only ever experienced through dance. So that's our health and well-being. Empowering our community is important to us. We recently had Chris Coverdale educating us all on the illegalities of paying tax. What this man has sacrificed for decades to try and bring the corrupt government to justice takes unbelievable courage, and I would definitely recommend finding out more about his lawful tax rebellion. You can find out more at www.probityco.com. Starting next Thursday on the 22nd, we have a sovereign course running for 22 weeks, 2 hours a week for only £5. And this is run by a wonderful community member, Tony Rose. We have regular talks happening throughout the year with Hope. Tomorrow we have Danny Rampling and Matt Letitia. Unfortunately, that event is sold out, but we still have more coming up. Louise May Crayfield, Neil McRae, Lisa Hutchinson, Karen Churchill and Neil McDougall. So do book your tickets and come and watch those. They are going to be fantastic. Monthly bridge, potluck, regular comedy nights, workshops, Uprise and Shine, summer and Christmas fairs, Camp Hopes. They are all events taking place this year at Hope, and they are going to be fabulous. But the big event is our third music festival. It's going to be fantastic. And we have the one and only Danny Rampling back, which is so exciting. And also backed by popular demand, we have the infamous urinals that everyone loved so much the first year. So we have more artists to be announced. We are extending our early bird tickets to till the end of this month. It's £130 for an early bird ticket for an adult to enjoy this 4-day event. So make sure you get your tickets today. I only have a couple more things to say. I've been recording interviews recently with amazing people that have been integral to the freedom movement. And those podcasts, also live content, comedy nights, they are all available now on our website for you to purchase. They are only £3 a month and you'll get monthly content. And one last thing before I go, I must mention the stunning multi-million-pound house Winner Dream raffle that we are affiliated with, because this raffle seems too good to be true, but I promise you it is genuine. For £5, you can enter the raffle and win this stunning house, along with your stamp duty fees will be covered, legal fees, and a £10,000 gift to help you with settling in. So, and at the same time, every time you buy a ticket, you will be supporting Hope Sussex community.
Katy-Jo, thank you very much. I have actually got I think we've got a little slide. Oh, I thought we had a slide with some web addresses on there. Seems to, let me just see whether I can find that. There we go. If we can pop that one on screen. So if people want to come and find you, they can go to one of these addresses. And I'm going to say thank you very, very much for giving us that very upbeat run through what you've been doing. You've done a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's a relatively small team that has done all the work around Hope and what you've been putting together. And it's fascinating to watch the reaction to what you've been talking about in our chat box, because many people are saying, well, this is what the world could be like if we didn't have these bad actors causing us problems in all sorts of different areas. So something to reflect on. And of course, all of us need to be looking after ourselves in one way or another. Whether it's getting out with a dog or it's getting together with other people to combat what is really a pretty heavy agenda being brought in by the globalists. So, Katy-Jo, I'm going to say thank you very much for that. I'm also going to skip on a little bit just to get to a couple of ending slides, which I think should bring a smile to our faces. Let me see whether I can do that. This is one that was sent through to me. It's come from the Telegraph. We've got a picture of a cat, obviously. Calling "Here, puss" to a cat in the street may become a criminal offence. And what is this about? Well, apparently somebody's trying to make it law, as I understand it, that you mustn't go soliciting cats and calling a cat to you in order to make a fuss of it. But I think really what's happening is the Telegraph is messing around with people's heads, playing cat and mouse with our minds, because this, of course, is a sheer nonsense idea, and it's sheer nonsense to report it as if it was a credible idea, which is what the Telegraph is doing. So I'm going to call them out on that one, but it did bring a bit of a black humour smile to my face. And finally, a big thank you for Peter sending this one through. It was headed up for electric car fires, but of course, when you open it, it's the alternative way of heating your super smart electric vehicle. And yeah, thank you very much for that one. Well, it's been an eventful UK column news. A huge thank you to all our viewers and listeners, wherever you are in the world. And I want to say a big thank you to our ladies today for joining me. It's been really wonderful to have three of you on. And all three of the ladies, Sandy, Debbie and Katy-Jo, will be joining me in a few minutes for Extra. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're a signed up member with UK Column, do join us and we'll see you then. To the rest of the audience, thank you very much. And we will see you at 1 o'clock on Friday. Bye-bye.